Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Professor Zulkarnain, Professor Aisa, and fellow student in Audit and Compliance class. My name is Mugi Lestari Suripto, and today I will present my assignment to make a video regarding Sharia audit exercise of an Islamic financial institution. Please allow me to share my pointers. Before we continue, we need to understand the definition regarding the Sharia audit exercise. According to Hamed in 2009, Sharia exercise is systematic process of obtaining sufficient and appropriate evidence to form an opinion as to whether the subject matter, such as processes, personal, and financial and non-financial performance, financial position, system, marketing, product, transaction, contract, and others, correspond with the criteria, the Sharia rules and principle, which is broadly accepted by the Islamic community, and to report to stakeholders thereon. According to Bank Negara Malaysia, in 2010, Sharia audit exercise is the periodical assessment conducted from time to time to provide an independent assessment and the objective assurance designed to add value and improve the degree of compliance about the Islamic financial institution business operation, with the main objective of ensuring a sound and effective internal control system for Sharia compliance. This concept of Sharia auditing goes forward in following the development of Islamic business. However, Islamic bank will face challenging situation in the future because they must involve in free market business that dominated by secular worldview. So that's the definition. So what is the different Sharia audited from the regular or conventional internal auditing? There are 6 criteria. The first criteria is the definition. The conventional internal audit is the independent, objective assurance and consulting activity, whilst the Sharia internal audit, like I mentioned previous, is the examination of an Islamic bank complies with Sharia in all of its activities. And the objective for the conventional is to add value and improve organization operation, whilst the Sharia audit is to ensure the Islamic banks operation and transactions are in line with Sharia rules. And the criteria of scope, the conventional internal auditor focus on organization, governance, and management control and assess the financial statement, whilst the international Sharia auditor checks the compliance of all activities with Sharia rules and regulation, which include all the transactions. To make the audit, the auditor needs skills organization such as moral, academic, and professional knowledge. However, in Sharia, they need another knowledge. They need Islamic knowledge, so they can make an audit to make sure this all transaction is complies with the Sharia rules and regulation. For the report, the conventional is limited information disclosure that concern the public only, and the report usually present economic matters. For the Sharia report, there are full disclosure of information that concern all stakeholders, considering the economic and social matter based on Islamic ethical values. For the orientation, the conventional always oriented toward the organization and individuals, whilst the Sharia oriented to the public and society. So that's the difference between the 2 types of auditing. What kind of scope of Sharia audit? Sharia audit covers all aspects of the Islamic financial institution business, operation, and activities. There are 3 scopes. The first scope is audit of financial statement of the Islamic financial institution. In the event where the audit is undertaken by external auditors, Islamic financial institution has to be satisfied that the scope of audit by the external auditor will, with regards to Sharia audit, is comprehensive. Second, compliance audit on organizational structure, people, process, and information technology application system. And the last one is review of adequacy of the Sharia government process. However, to implement the Sharia audited, Islamic banks face 3 issues how to auditing Islamic financial institution. The first issue is the focus and scope tends to be on financial statement rather than the broader concept of Sharia audit, which involve the audit of all activities of Islamic financial institutions based on Maqasid al-Sharia. Second, external auditor act as the external mechanism in monitoring compliance. However, their lack of competence makes them rely heavily on the Sharia Supervisory Board fatwa, whereas in fact they should be making an independent judgment on the issue of compliance. The third challenge, the independence of the Sharia Supervisory Board has been questioned as they are involved in making fatwa and also in setting up the guidance of Sharia compliance, as well as in conducting a Sharia review or audit of the EV, Islamic financial institution concerned. So the Sharia Supervisory Board, basically the judge, the coach, and also the player, because they are the one who making the fatwa, and they're also the one who make the guideline for the auditor how to do the auditing in line with Sharia rules and compliance. So it's their independence are questioned. So in the future, I believe how to implement this Sharia audit exercise in Islamic financial institution, they need to segregate who the one who make the fatwa, who the one who make the guideline, who the one who do the auditing, and who the one who do the execution of the Sharia rules and principle. So they need to make a clear line segregation from every aspect, every board, so they don't interact each other. After that, the different Sharia audited, like I mentioned previous, that Sharia audited is to how to audit the all transaction complies and make sure to compliance with the Sharia rules and regulations. That's all about Sharia audit exercise, my assignment. If you have a feedback, please give me a comment. And if you like my presentation, give like and share. Thank you very much. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time. Bye-bye.